Start the new year right during the Xfinity Hello 2021 sales event. For a limited time, get Xfinity Internet and mobile together for only $35 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement, and mobile with our 1 gig wireless data option. Plus, get $250 back. This sale ends soon, so visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Internet offer requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 1/11/21. Restrictions apply. New performance starter plus internet customers only. Equipment taxes, regulatory recovery, and other fees extra and subject to change. After term regular rates apply.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's me again. Kind of happen to have a thought about what life will be like after the pandemic's over with, whenever that is. There's no guarantee it's going to happen anytime soon. But I figured I'd come on here and kind of muse about what it's going to be like after the pandemic is over with. And my first thought is to movie theaters. There's a lot of concern that the movie theater industry pretty much will be killed off by the pandemic. Everybody stayed home. They're watching first-run movies on television, on HBO Max, on other services and whatnot. And I think it's the time that the movie theater industry has to look at themselves and go, how can we get people back in there and give them more bang for their buck? And where I live at, there's only one movie theater. It's an old, frankly run-down movie theater. The guy that owns it, I don't think has the money to really do what he needs to do to really bring it to where it needs to be, because most people go out of the county to watch a movie if they want to go to a movie theater, because it's only 4 screens, and most new places are at least 8, and much more than that. So for places like this, guys, once the pandemic's over with, I really don't think he's going to survive that long, because people want to have an experience in the movie theater. They don't want to just go to the movie theater to watch a movie. They want to be comfortable, and there's a lot of competition out there. And the best thing I can probably tell this guy is either find somebody to team with and build a brand new movie theater like the Biggie and Gaffney to make it an experience, or just close it up and sell it, and maybe somebody else will come in here. The movie theater experience has to be more than just going to a movie. Just like going to a ball game at the professional and college level, even in the minor league level, is not just going to a baseball game anymore. You've got other stuff going on. Because there is so much competition out there, you have to make it an experience. You have to make it more than just appealing to the diehard baseball fans or football fans or basketball fans or hockey fans or whatever. You have to make it an experience worth enjoying. An experience that's going to make people want to spend more money than just on the tickets and on parking and maybe a little food. So, in my viewpoint, if I were in the movie industry and had to say so, first of all, how the movie industry rebounds is to invest in making theaters an experience again. Secondly, re-releasing old films at an affordable price and making it to where you have an experience with them. I think that the days of having first-run movies just in the theaters is a thing of the past, because I honestly believe that they're going to find out they're going to do much more business online with downloads and such than they are with going to the theaters, because people like here's the thing about technology. You have in many people's homes right now the ability to have a quality movie experience at home. Why would I want to go to a movie theater, watch a movie, and have to deal with people talking during the movie, having to go pay outrageous prices for food, when I can go to my microwave and pop some popcorn for pennies when it compared to what you get at the movie theater. It's making it an experience. And I think it's important that the movie industry understands this, because if they don't, they are in a very serious heap of trouble. Okay? Talking about sports, what about the stuff that's not professional and not top college entertainment? High schools and small colleges are going to have to do a similar thing to get people back in. Even before the pandemic, you saw, or I've seen, I've noticed, and talking to people who go to the games on a regular basis, have noticed that crowds aren't what they used to be, especially in small towns, because there is competition. Why pay to go to a football game at a high school when I can watch it on TV, when I can watch a game on TV that's probably going to be better? Here's the thing. When the pandemic's over with and crowds are going to be able to go out to games again, high schools are going to have to find a way to bring people into the stadium. Because there's going to be people who are going to go, hey, I don't like going out that much anymore. Not because I'm afraid of getting sick, but because, hey, it's cheaper. It's more affordable. And after a hard day of work, why go out somewhere and just watch a football game? So to the local high schools, I say this: start thinking right now of how to improve the experience of a high school football game, and not just go, well, the game itself is enough. It's not. Possibly look at bringing in bands for pre- and post-game celebrations. Plan stuff like that. Maybe a fireworks after a particular game. Think about things like that, and not just stay with the tried and true, because they're not going to work in the long term. You want people to go to these events, to spend their money, to go to support the team, but you just can't expect them just to go and watch a game anymore, because that's not how it's going anymore. You want people to attend your event. You're going to have to give them a reason why they should attend the event, because this isn't the 1980s again, when in a small town you can just have the game itself and that serve the purpose. You're going to want to have an entertainment factor to it, because most people are not going to be necessarily true to their school anymore. In our local area, we got 3 high schools, actually 4. Thomas Jefferson Academy down in Mooresboro, although that's technically on the line, and they're basically a charter school. So there's the 3 traditional ones and the 1 new one. And, they're not the only entertainment anymore in a small town. Used to be Friday nights. That was the place to be. Not so much anymore. So my humble opinion is, I think you're going to see a lot of high schools in rural communities who are struggling to generate interest start looking at what minor league baseball and minor league hockey are doing to get people through the turnstiles. And that means, and they don't have to do anything outrageous or anything like that, but having live acts, having live music, whether it's a country group, whether it's a rock group. I'd avoid gospel group because of the establishment clause, thank you, of the First Amendment. Just because, You want to avoid that lawsuit, avoid all that controversy. And plus, I don't think people go to a football game to be preached at, okay? Just my 2 cents, But having a local band play there, and that could get them to the game, and maybe have them play, and then maybe partner with a local establishment and say, hey, after the game we're going to be at such and such a place, and so the adults can go there, Now, not going to be anything radical and say, oh, you need to have alcohol sales at high school football games. No. No. There's the whole alcohol licensing thing that's a real pain for any restaurant. So, yeah, I don't think high schools want to deal with that to begin with. Oh, man, sorry. Burped. And this could work for other sports. Baseball, high school baseball could be really big here if they gave people a reason to go out. And I think, on a Friday night baseball game, maybe even a Thursday night baseball game, give people a reason to go out. Look at the bands at your high school. There are kids with bands at high school. And if they understand the rules, they can't play naughty music, you could have quite an experience, even during the week, a school night, you could have, say, a afternoon baseball game or an evening baseball game, have a local high school band play at the game, set up and tell everybody and say, hey, come in early and, listen to the band and such and all that. So doing these kind of things can help generate more interest. Having theme nights for baseball games. Adapting ideas from minor league baseball and major league baseball, major league sports, minor league sports to high school and small colleges makes a lot of sense because the competition is intense. And you're trying to get people right now who are used to staying home and watching Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and Disney Plus and Peacock and CBS All Access or whatever they're going to call it. I think they're going to call it Paramount Plus here in the next few months. It's amazing to me that they're going to think, oh, well, we don't have to do that because high school shouldn't stoop to that level. No, it's not stooping to the level anymore. It's basically about making sure you are able to survive in the post-pandemic era, because you're going to have to try and find a way to get people to leave their homes, like I said earlier, to go to your events. Same with restaurants. I could see a return of themed restaurants, of making the going out to eat more of an experience than just, hey, let's go to such and such a place. Because, and this is something that a lot of people are kind of not realizing right now, is that restaurants are suffering right now, but they are adapting. A lot of places that beforehand didn't really emphasize carry out and delivery service are now into that. There are a lot of places that have survived the wave of closures and whatnot, and they've managed to find a way to increase their business. And once the pandemic's over with, they should keep that, because there are going to be people who don't want to go out to eat, but who want your food and would like to have it either delivered to their homes or be able to be picked up on the way from work to home. So there's a lot of opportunities out there. And for many, many ways in my humble opinion.